Recording has begun.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Shazad Hussain and I live at 20 Primary Way. I'm not able to do my usual walk down to the street because I seem to be boxed in. But it makes no difference. I was just going to walk down the street anyway. So today is the 7th of October, Saturday, the 7th of October 2023, and the time is around about 5:45, and today is the 61st day. It's been 61 days since I last saw my brother, and I continue to make daily logs because particularly yesterday I was a bit stressed out. Today I'm doing a little bit better, but the reality remains I wonder how my brother is doing. They've simply come on the 8th of August and abducted him under some pretext and not giving him any access to his own personal property. They came in, arrested me, searched the house, taken his passports, and not taken any of his clothes, and simply won't let us speak to him. And this is just a recurrence of what happened exactly 5 years ago in exactly the same month. Initially, they previously abducted him on the 3rd of August 2018, and with a great deal of difficulty I managed to get him back, but at least I knew what my legal rights were, because obviously at that time they had taken him into like Linfield Mount Hospital under a mental health section, simply because I had raised concerns regarding the neglect that he was suffering from as a result of our nefarious brother Adalat becoming in charge of his finances. So when I had raised this with as a safeguarding alert in June-July, once again all the authorities got together and decided that it was in their best interest to have him kidnapped, and they were attempting to, after having him kidnapped and sectioned under the Mental Health Act, they were then trying to force him to get into a care home, and eventually I would learn that they had forced him to sign over his DWP appointeeship rights over to them. And it's just been the same saga on 5 years later, continued to do much the same, trying to kidnap him from my care on numerous welfare check visits, trying to take away the money, trying to put us into a situation of deterioration. I mean, last year, I think there was a plan last year in August to try to kidnap him. It all kind of must have failed, but they had from August last year they had stopped my carer's allowance, so we had no access to any money until January this year. They've in the background they've been taking my brother's welfare payments, DWP welfare payments, since they've been taking my brother's DWP welfare payments since I believe October 2018. And prior to that, they had got Adalat to take over his benefit money since for 2 years since my initial incarceration by the local authority in January 2016. So it's just been a whole hazard of affairs. Talib's not had access to his own benefit money without myself since 2016. And prior to that, he's never had any access to his benefit money since going back 16 years, because I've been taking care of his finances and ensuring the fact that he has a level of reserve funds available to him in his old age when he should need it. I am effectively Talib's pension fund. I am his living pension fund, because I was going to be there for him in his old age, and I've made that long-term commitment to him. But the local authority have simply had other ideas, because they say that no, we want to take care of the situation without any funds, by stealing his money from me, giving it to him, then giving it to Adalat, and then taking it from Adalat and just buying off the judges. And that's the most disgusting and deplorable thing in all this, is that there's simply no legal framework for me to work under. And I've been asking them every single day, look, just tell us what legal law, how have you lawfully abducted my brother? And their reply and response is simply not to answer. Their reply is that, well, we don't need to answer because we're above the law. We can buy off the judges and the barristers and your solicitors. As I now recall, that I had initially got him a solicitor, Alistair Bateman Solicitors, back in 2018, when the local authority had looked to pursue litigation action then to remove me as a nearest relative. only for them to later abandon that case because they tried to focus in then on my mother and targeted and victimized her. But bottom line is that you can't get solicitors. Solicitors, in my experience, on numerous solicitors from different law firms have all colluded and conspired to act against my best interest. So just briefly, I'm just on the top of my head trying to think about the solicitors. There was a Lars Kothra Feather, which is the family solicitor who betrayed us, had been a long-standing solicitor of the family since the 1990s. When I really later discovered that he was working with the local authority, I got rid of him, no longer, and tried to do things myself. Subsequently, my criminal case, there was I think Yasmin and Shahid solicitors that they got bought off and were working against my best interest. Then there were several other solicitors. I can't remember them all right on the top of my head. I then decided in my mother's case, I refused to get solicitors in my criminal proceedings, defended myself from prison, and obviously the judge, Mark Saville, had been bought off, so I couldn't succeed in that case. Then subsequently, only but in 2021, after the local authority had effectively got a high court order to kick me out of the house and taking care of my mother solely, did I get a solicitor, forced to get a solicitor, Burke Niazi solicitors in London, naively believing that at least those solicitors are not going to be bought off by the local authority, and the reality was that they too got bought off and were acting against my best interest. Then I've spent from August 2022 until July this year, I've been taking them to the legal ombudsman, only to find out that the legal ombudsman themselves have now been bought off. It's just that everybody I'm dealing with, all these professional institutions that many of you know, many of you may not even know, all collude and conspire with the local authority. It's just amazing how well the system is oiled and how well they all work collectively together, and then they give you the illusion or delusion that the local authorities, departments can't even talk to each other. We're so convoluted, we're such a behemoth of an organization that we don't even know what each department is doing. But yet when they need to focus in on something, not only with the local authority, focus in on something, they will get everybody involved. Like, look at the situation. It was detrimental to their best interest for my brother to remain in my care simply because of ongoing court proceedings by commissioning the services of Manningham Housing Association to make us homeless again. So they were so deadly focused that they've got the courts and tribunal services in their pocket, they've got the judges in their pocket, they've then got obviously the Manningham Housing Association in their pocket, and then got the police in their pocket to focus in and come and kidnap me and take my brother from my care. It's just simply ridiculous how well they all work together. I would argue there is not an organization out there that cannot be manipulated or subverted. Cannot be manipulated, coerced, and subverted into the best interest of the local authority, Bradford Council's best interest, and they can be manipulated and put to task for their best interest. So this aspect of best interest, how is it in my brother's best interest? How is he going to be doing? What is his health and welfare going to be like? He doesn't speak English, he's alienated, he's got mental health problems, they're denying us access to seeing him, they've stolen all his money, and it's just ridiculous. He's going to be totally depressed. I mean, this was a nice day today. I would have liked to have taken my brother out as usually. He had a package of care, and for them to just come one day and to take him without any provisions, without any knowing about the history or circumstances, on some pretext, or his brother's not been giving him any medication, that's a pretext, or his brother's not been collecting money, that's a pretext, or we think he's trying to kill him off, oh, that's a pretext. How has he been getting medication, that's a pretext, or where they're getting incontinent parts. Just basically a fishing exercise. Came down and abducted my brother, and now it's 61 days later, and they're just simply refusing to engage with me. And no doubt this is a pattern of behavior that's recurring throughout. This is exactly what they have done in the past. Remove me from the people in my care, only for them to come along and then kill them off, and then say, oh, it was pneumonia. That's another one. Oh, they all died of pneumonia. So let's just end it there. So today is the 61st day that we've not seen my brother Talib, and it's the 7th of October 2023. And just one last thing. I just want to say that I'm not suicidal, and I will never kill myself. And if I do die, then it's obviously going to be under unusual circumstances. I don't have any health problems. I don't have any mental health problems. I'm obviously getting stressed out, but I'm coping well. So let's just end it there.